Says he doesn't believe in love. Marco looked away. I'm just asking. Are you in love with someone, son? Marco cleared his throat. I didn't say that. I was just curious. Mr. Dante said nothing more. He didn't have to. The signs were already there. And clear as daylight. His son had finally found someone. From that moment on, it became obvious. Marco began coming home earlier. He no longer buried himself in files or stayed out till midnight. Instead, he would sit with Lena in the living room. They talked, they laughed, they cooked together. One evening over dinner, Marco took a deep breath. Lena, she looked up. Yes, sir. Please stop calling me sir. He smiled. It's Marco. She blushed a little. Okay. Marco. He looked into her eyes. There's something I've been meaning to say. She waited. I never believed I'd say this to anyone, but I think I'm falling in love with you. There was a moment of stillness. Then Lena looked down shyly and said softly. I feel the same way. And right there at that dinner table. Their fingers brushed and they shared their first kiss. It was tender. Unexpected, but full of sincerity. A quiet spark that confirmed everything they both felt. Days later, Marco walked into the kitchen. As Lena prepared breakfast. I want to talk to you about something, he said. She turned. What is it? I don't want you dressing like this anymore. Her face dropped, unsure what he meant. I mean, he clarified, you're beautiful. But I want you to feel like the queen that you are. I sent you some money, check your phone. I want you to go shopping, get something new, and also I want you to meet someone very important. To me. Who? She asked, eyes wide. My dad. Her heart raced. Really? Yes. He's been asking to meet the woman who stole my time. And now my heart. 2 days later, Lena stepped out of the car wearing a soft peach dress and neat black heels. Her hair was styled beautifully and her face glowed with confidence. Marco held her hand as they walked into the grand mansion. The housekeeper, Aling Maria, smiled warmly at them. Welcome, Mr. Marco. Miss Lena. He'll join you shortly. They sat in the lavish living room, but Lena's heart was pounding. She kept her eyes on the door until she heard footsteps descending the stairs. When Mr. Dante appeared smiling, Marco rushed to hug him, but Lena's eyes widened in shock. Her lips parted. Papa Dante, she said almost breathless. Dante smiled knowingly. Yes, Lena, it's me. She stood stunned. How? How? Are you here? You said you were just. Marco looked between them, confused. Wait, you know my dad. Mr. Dante motioned for them to sit. Let me explain. He turned to Lena first. Marco here is my only son. He doesn't believe in love or marriage. That has always worried me. So, I made a promise to myself to find him a good woman. He smiled. So I disguised myself as a poor beggar to test the hearts of strangers. And then I met you. Your kindness, your smile, your humility. It led me to you. I watched you for weeks before I ever spoke to you. So when I overheard Marco calling to request for a housekeeper, I tracked down the agency and paid them. So I sent you in place of the original candidate. I wanted to see if something could spark. He chuckled. And in less than 3 months, I got my answer. Marco was speechless. You tricked me, Dad. Mr. Dante laughed. You fell in love on your own, my boy. Lena fell to her knees, tears brimming in her eyes. Thank you, Papa Dante. I don't know what to say. He stood, lifted her up gently, and embraced her. You deserve everything, my daughter. Marco smiled and walked over to hug them both. Thank you, Dad, for not giving up on my love life. That evening, the three of them sat together around the dining table. Laughter filled the air as they ate and shared stories. Then, Mr. Dante raised his wine glass and looked at Lena. You are now officially my daughter-in-law. They all laughed. He turned to Marco. So, when's the wedding happening? I need grandchildren. More laughter erupted. Lena covered her face shyly while Marco grinned. The night melted into celebration. Endless laughter and joy that could not be contained. And for the first time in a very long time, Mr. Dante slept peacefully. Not because he was rich, not because of business, but because true love had finally found its way to his son's life.